Ginger, also a player that, you know, is an innovator. You know, we talked about the Ginger Nair. Ginger does it. You know, he's in there labbing.
Ginger is a student of the game, Falco for sure. He's definitely the
Absolutely.
one. Now, I am a curse for Ginger. I always praise Ginger at the beginning of the set, and then he loses. I don't think I've ever commentated a Ginger win before. So Ginger, I'm sorry if this one goes that way. I might be the problem. I'm sorry.
Fingers crossed. Hey, you know, Ginger wins, then I'm his good luck charm.
Starting off with a great edge guard into a lot of damage, though. It's putting him in the lead so far, and that back air is going to close it out. Where do you stand on the matchup? I like to hear this from everybody.
I think this is my favorite matchup in Melee. Just bar none, you know, this is, at its best, this is what Melee feels, it's like how it feels with Chew 5 Gum. You know? That's this matchup.
That is not one of our brands. If you had to call who wins the matchup, or who has an advantage, I should say, who do you think it is?
I think it is very player dependent, right? Because I think there are some Foxes where, like, they're more Ditto people, or they're really good versus floaties. Moky's someone that I feel like is very just
the counter shine.
Good versus Spaceys in general.
Yeah, true.
And so I think that Moky, this is probably a matchup that I think he's looking forward to. I don't think this is something where he's sitting there like, you know, oh man, I've got to play Falco. No, I think, you know, as a Fox player, you have to be ready to beat up on some Falcos. And I think as a Falco player, you definitely have to be ready to beat up on some Foxes.
And of course, Ginger is also practiced in this matchup,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah. A very PR answer of you, by the way. I appreciate that.
Right down the middle. Field goal is good.
Yeah, I said you can't be down the middle, and you still found a way to do it.
You talk long enough, that's how it works.
All right, Moky did pull this back in that short little aside. It has a slight advantage. That up tilt can lead to big damage. Gets him an edge guard, but not able to close it quite. That is a 50-50 there.
That is one thing this matchup, right, that I think Falco main's been trying to innovate on a lot is throw follow-ups, right? Falco, not known for having kind of great throw follow-ups. I think a lot of Falco players have been trying to find ways that they can incorporate that. And a beautiful combo there from Ginger, just taking Moky on a tour across the stadium.
And I think a great way to knowledge check a Fox is to learn the down throw stuff.
Yeah.
If you go into the Fox Discord, you will see that it is not totally simple, especially when Falco has the port closer to port 4.
Yeah.
It is not so simple to get out of down throw stuff. Like, there are real mix-ups there. And so I think, as a Falco, you ought to just knowledge check your opponent if you don't know how they handle the down throw, and you're familiar with that whole tree.
Absolutely. Good DI here from Moky. Staying alive. Able to power shield,
but the laser misses.
Yeah, Ginger was ready for it.
Yeah, a couple jabs into a back air. And the percent deficit is something Ginger's going to have to deal with, but Falco certainly has the combo potential to make it work. That said, it's a little crouch cancel counter hit that ends the game, and Moky takes game 1.
Just like that, you know? Very back and forth game in general.
Yeah. Moky's probably favored in this set, right? I think seeding-wise, too.
I would imagine
it's not far,
I mean,
but
I'm very curious what their head-to-head is, you know? I feel like this is a matchup that both these players have probably played a lot, especially two people that were very active online.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is not data I have available, I'm afraid so. Ooh, baits the back air. Makes it look like he's going to come in and then does a whiff punish.
Moky trying to just continue this, and he does with that up tilt, scooping him from out underneath the ledge, saying, come up here.
Okay, yep, able to get to the ledge. Nice ledge dash. Takes the entire stage with that nair. Okay, this time, yeah, beats the Arcadian ledge dash, as it were. And Moky once again with the stock lead.
It'll be very important to see how Ginger can kind of reset the situation here. That low nair does set up an edge guard situation.
Well, laser forward tilt. That's going to close the stock after all that. I think that Moky was trying to dash away and do like a crouch cancel or ASDI sort of OS type thing, right? Like where you're ASDIing while you're running. And so he had the worst possible DI for laser forward tilt.
Ginger was just cooking there a bit, but Moky's the one that actually reverses the situation here and takes the stock.
Yeah, Moky just always a little bit ahead, it feels like, so far. Yeah. Not just in percent or stock either. I mean, like, in the pace of the game. And at this point, Falco almost out of crouch cancel percent again. That's a big milestone for either of these characters in this matchup.
And Moky was just very content to hold center stage there. So I can power shield your lasers, and if you come in, I'll hit you with an up tilt.
Yeah, full hop nair is something very useful against Falco. Moky gets that kill eventually by using a full hop nair that not only is more forward than you're used to for Fox. Most Foxes will do a retreating full hop fair. It uses the platform to escape to it, a similar way to we saw how J-Flex used it against Amsa earlier.
Oh, that forward tilt was so smart. And then the down aerial sends him low enough that he can't recover.
Yeah, really consistent, especially when you can't see the Falco so easily, so you might miss the shine and you're worried about it. You just go for the downer. There's no way it can miss. Even if they SDI up as much as possible, they're not going to be able to make it back.
And I think he was going for, too, like the drill into a jump shine, right? Oh, my God, that first stock. I looked away for a second. I looked over at you. I looked back at the screen. Ginger's gone.
Yeah, it was. He didn't get to the legend time after a shine, and so another shine came, and that was the end of it.
Yeah. Great ops tech there from Moky. Surviving a bit.
And the thing, wow. The thing is, when you're down 2-0 and the last game starts off like that, it just feels real bad.
And especially when, Moky is saying, I'm here defensively with 2 ops attacks to stay alive. You have to work for these. You have to know that I'm going to be doing this, right?
Yeah, that's the craziest thing is when Moky is firing on all cylinders, these shines off the stage have led to 2 pretty quick kills, and he's hard to hit himself, right?
I mean, we think of Moky, I think, as a very offensive player, known for these kind of crazy custom combos, but showing that Moky, also a great defensive player, and that's really been just the difference so far in this particular game.
I mean, in the modern meta, I think that your defensive play is what enables you to be an offensive player, right? Or else the risk-reward isn't worth it.
Yeah.
A nice downer that'll close the stock. Ginger's still in
just
it after 2 early shines.
Brings it back. Great job by Ginger. Gonna have to dig deep, though. Down 2-0 here on Battlefield. And still at a % deficit, and potentially a stock deficit, and it is indeed.
Yep, really solid corner control from Moky. He does a wave dash up tilt that ends up leading to the stock. Oh, a land double shine grab. I'm a huge fan of that option selection. That's the Ginger stuff.
Didn't hold down to crouch cancel, though, the get-up attack. I think just kind of got caught there.
Yeah, not quite. And that's the thing about these, like, oh no. Okay, I was worried there. I was going to say something about these good players. I think commentators cursed it. Nice. Is even when they don't quite get the option they're looking for, they've already have like the backup strat. Yeah, the turns around with a shield so that you're facing the right direction, able to get the grab. Not much damage off of it, but Ginger is at a very knockdownable %.
And it's so scary here because you're Falco, you get off stage, it's really, really bad. But at the same time as Fox, you're getting up in %.
Down smash does it.
This is just going to do it, though. Moky with a get-up attack. And a nice little set.
I have cursed yet another Ginger set.
Indeed you have. Ginger, we're sorry.
Yeah, mainly me. You're not the problem.
I was going to say, it's only my first time,
It's me, yeah.
Who strikes, you're out.
I think this is the 3rd Ginger set that I started out by saying, really talented student of the game player. I expect to go further, then he ends up losing.
Maybe you just need new things.
Yeah. I do try to change my ways every now and then, but
maybe you just need more.
Do you think I talk more about Ginger or less? What helps?
I think the next time you have a Ginger set, you just don't say anything. I just go dead silent. You don't tell your co-commentator, and they're really confused, and it's the weirdest thing that's ever happened, and then that breaks the curse, Sometimes that's what it takes to break a curse, Think about a rally cap. How did we decide that a rally cap was a good idea?
That's a good point. I think...
What if we went inside and upside down and backwards?
I think that I am contractually obligated to talk about the players in the match.
Yeah.
So I don't have much. I don't think I can pull that off. If I'm at a local run by a friend,
fair enough,
I will not talk about the match or anything at all. I will stay completely silent.
Absolutely.
During the next Ginger set I have that fits that description.
And speaking of contractually obligated to talk about the players in the match, it looks like we've got 2 Saint returning. And we're getting a look at 2 Saint's opponent here. And I think we're going to be seeing a little bit of Puff Pikachu. A battle of the P's, if you will.
The Pokemon.
The plosives.
The 2 relevant Pokemon, really. It's just Pikachu and Puff, right?
I hope we get a Pokemon Stadium battle.
They can turn Pokeballs on. It'll be a great time.
That's the gentleman that we need more. I had someone gentleman me the Pokefloats in tournament.
Well, and here's a question. Will Axe be playing Pikachu? Or Fox?
That is a great question.
Did against Hungrybox the other day.
Yeah, and something that was really notable, I just want to